again to Supreme Success online lectures. My name is Adetono Oluwafemi, and I'll be taking financial accounting. Please do well to subscribe, to like, and to share this our YouTube channel, and God bless you as you do so. In our previous online class, we talked about books of account part 1, and today we will move on and talk about books of account part 2. And in the last class, as a way of revision, we looked at the fact that there are two major types of books of account that are used in financial accounting. We see the first are the subsidiary books, and of course the second are the principal books. And we looked at the subsidiary books. We see that these are books in which transactions are firstly recorded at the initial stage until they are moved into their permanent account. And we also said that these subsidiary books are books that are recorded on a daily basis in chronological order. Some of them do not follow the double entry system, or some of them are not part of the double entry system. We outlined the uses of these subsidiary books in our former class, and we said that one of such uses is that it helps us to know monthly totals. It helps us to know total of sales, total of purchases. It helps us to know total of debtors, total of creditors, and they are very important for us to note. And again, we also look at types of subsidiary books, where we mention 6. We say that we have sales day book, we have purchases day book, we have return inward day book, return outward day book, we have the cash book, and of course we have the journal proper. I remember that at the end of that class, an assignment we were given, and some of us have responded to that assignment. And so we are going to start this online class, this section, by looking at the assignment that we were given. I'll quickly read it out, and then I'll try to do justice to it. The illustration reads thus: enter up the transaction in the books of Tiana Ventures Limited for the month of April 2019. April 1, bought goods from Alake, 15 shoes at 6,000, 30 shirts at 30,000. April 10, sold goods to Akada, 8 shirts at 3,000, 10 shoes at 6,000. Goods, April 15, goods returned to Alake, 5 shoes, 5 shirts. And April 20, goods returned from Akada, 2 shirts and 2 shoes. This was the assignment that was given in the previous section. And so we'll quickly look at the solution to this question. Okay, so the title of this account is Tiana Venture Limited. And from this illustration, you'll be able to discover that we have to prepare 4 subsidiary books. We have to prepare 4 subsidiary books. The first will be purchases day book, the second will be sales day book, the third will be return outward, and of course return inward. So we are going to be starting with the first one, which is the purchases day book. So we have the purchases day book. It's one of the subsidiary books that are needed for us to record this transaction. So we have our format here. So we have the date, we have the particular, the folio, the amount, and the detail and the total. So we have our date here, then we have our particular, then we have the folio, then we have the details, and then we have the totals. Okay, so we have our Naira sign here. So on the 1st of April, bought goods from Alake. On the 1st of April 2019, bought goods from Alake. Okay, and the amount of the good that was bought from Alake are we have some specifications we have 15 shoes, 15 shoes, and the amount of those 15 shoes is 6,000 naira. And then also we have 30 shirts, 30 shirts, and then that is also 30,000. And the addition of these two gives us 36,000 total. 36,000. Okay, so there is no other purchases in this illustration, so we can do well by closing up this purchases day book by having our 36,000. And here, this amount will be transferred to the purchases account. Okay, so on the 10th of April, there is another transaction which is sales, which will be recorded in the sales day book. Another transaction recorded in the sales day book. Okay, so we have our format again. So we have the date here, our particular is here. We have our folio, we have the detail, and we have the total. Okay, so the sales transaction to Akada took place on the 10th of April 2019. 10th of April 2019. Of course, we have Akada here, 10th of April 2019. And we have Akada here. And so, what did we sell to Akada? 8 shirts. Total of the 8 shirts that was sold is 3,000. And then we have 10 shoes. And the total of the 10 shoes that was sold was 6,000. And then the addition of these two gives us the total of 9,000. So there is no other sales transaction. So we have our total as 9,000 for the month of April. The total purchase that was done on credit for the month of April can be said to be 36, while that of sales can be said to be 9,000. Okay, on April 15, there was another transaction. April 15, goods returned to Alake. Goods returned to Alake. So this is Alake. Alake is a creditor. We bought from him, and now we are returning goods to him. So which means this will be recorded in the return outward book, because this is a creditor. Okay, so we have the returns outward day book. The return outward day book. And so we still have our format, same format. We have our format. Okay, the date is here, our particular is here. We have our folio, we have our detail, and we have our total here, our total here, our naira sign, naira sign. So on the 15th of April 2019, we return to Alake, return outward to Alake. Okay, 5 shoes, 5 shoes. So, and we also return 5 shirts, 5 shirts, 5 shoes, 5 shirts. Now, where the problem now lies in this return outward is what is the amount? Because in the question, in the illustration, there was no amount indicated in front of these transactions. Okay, so to get it is very easy. So we just come to the purchases day book. If 15 shoes goes for 6,000, now to discover the amount of one shoe, we have to divide the 6,000 by the 15 for us to be able to get the price of one shoe. And when we get the price of one shoe, we will now multiply it by the 5 shoes that were returned, and that will give us the amount of the shoe that were returned. So when we when we divide 6,000 by 15, we are going to get, okay, let's do a little working here. 6,000 divided by 15, we are going to get 400. So 400 naira per shoe that was purchased from Alake. And now if we return 5 shoes, so 5 times 400, and that one will give us how much? 5 times 400 will give us how much? 5 times 400 will give us how much?
Action.
To be sure.
Anyway, action.
Okay, so 5 times 400, that gives us a sum total of 2,000. 2,000. Okay, so which means the amount of shoe that was returned to Alake is now 2,000. The same working goes for shirts. Okay, so we have 30 shirts, total of 30,000 naira. So when we divide 30 by 30,000 naira, we are going to have the amount of 1,000. 1,000 naira. When we divide 30, the total of the 30 shirts by the amount of the shirts, we get 1,000. And we return 5 shirts to our supplier, Alake. So when we multiply this by 5, we are going to get the amount of 5,000. Okay, so here we now have 5,000. So the total of this will be 7,000. So this is 7,000 for return outward the book. And of course, the last aspect of the illustration is what we refer to as the return inwards. On the 20th, the illustration says goods returned to us from Akada. So Akada also returned goods to us. And of course, that is returns inwards. Returns inward day book. Be recorded in the return inward day book. Akada. So we have the format here. We have the format also here. So we have the date. We have the particular. We have the folio. We have the detail. And of course, we have the total. We have our Naira signs here. Okay, so on the 20th of April 2019, Akada returned goods to us. So the same approach that we used in solving this riddle is the same approach we also use to determine what is the price of this particular commodity that we have returned to us. So 2 shirts were returned to us, 2 shirts were returned to us, and of course 2 shoes were also returned to us the same day on the 20th of April 2019. 2 shoes and 2 shirts. Okay, so we are now coming to the sales day book of Akada. So the total amount of 8 shirts is 3,000. The total amount of 8 shirts is 3,000, which means that 1 shirt will be equals to 375 naira. 375 naira, we just multiply it by 2, and that will give us 700 naira. So we have here 700 naira will be here, and of course the same thing goes for this. This is 6,000. 10 shoes cost 6,000. How much is 1 shoe? So when we divide 6,000 by 10, we will get 600. Okay, so 600 multiplied by 2 shoes, and that one will give us 1,200. 1,200. When we add this together, we have 1,900. 1,900. All of these total will be transferred to the ledger of each of these accounts in order to make it to be complete and part of the double entry system. So this is how a book of original entry illustration or questions is to be tackled, is to be answered. It is just recording, day-to-day recording, without any forms of arithmetical confusion. Just mechanical, record this, addition here, subtraction here, multiplication here, and division here, and that will be all. Is that taken? So this is the illustration, and this is the solution of the assignment that is given. So we can move on in our discussion on the subsidiary books. We have discussed 4, and now we still have 2 more to discuss, which is the cash book and the journal proper. And in our subsequent online lectures, we are going to be looking at all of those. I want to thank you for attending today's correction and today's section. Please, like I said, do well to subscribe to our channel, like and share. God bless you.